Hello, Gemini. Okay. Hit him with the heat. Hit him with the hot. It was like went in a little spark, honey. Okay, let me see. Let me make sure I got all these introductory cards out. You know. All right, they're out. So, Gemini, what's going on with you? I ain't giving you smoky right now. Shut on. Okay, we good. Little mix I got going on here. Your ruling planet is an Aquarius, and you are giving us all of the information that we need, Aquarius. You know what? I mean, you're not Aquarius, but you might be dealing with one, Gemini. That's where the Mercury retrograde was. That's where Mercury is right now. It seems like Mercury has been in Aquarius for a long ass time. And it's just a coincidence that Saturn is there too, which is kind of like a hierarchical ruler to, I don't know. I just connect that Gemini and that is it Capricorn energy? Gemini and Capricorn energy for some reason. Anyway, ooh, yes, honey, let me cut this card because the tower's at the bottom and I know you don't want that. I'm not going to be using these clarifiers here just because it's like, I have not been using them and the readings have been like 20 minutes, almost 30 minutes, and they were all really supposed to be 10 minutes long. Doing an abbreviated ascendant spread, you know, just a couple of cards. All right, you got the Queen of Rods down here. This is giving me Aries energy, cardinal fire. So maybe you need to go ahead and take advantage of a situation, you know what I mean? Take advantage of an opportunity that has presented itself to you. There is no point in you waiting. There's no point in you hesitating and expressing yourself or expressing this, you know, creative, I don't know, diversity about you, right? Center, High Priestess. This is talking about the universe revealing something to you, right? And also you've got to let the universe surprise you. Sometimes we might limit ourselves or what we thought was possible for us, but the universe always has a little bit more. You know what I mean? The universe is the one that, in God, is the one that shows us the miracles, right? That's when God steps in and says that a miracle is happening, a miracle is possible, and it's very apparent when a miracle is happening, honey. Okay? So let's look at what's going on in the past for you. All right, the Knight of Rods, which is talking about possibilities, okay? This is beautiful. So Jupiter is very much in this reading right here. And so is Mars and Pluto, most definitely. But Mars is too because the Queen of Rods is here. But Pluto is connected to what's happening. So there's a transformation that's happening for you, but the universe is the one that is in the driver's seat here. I mean, you are definitely the driver, but the universe is like, no, you are the vehicle, and the universe is actually the driver, okay? Gemini. And the High Priestess is here as well. You know, this is very much as above, so below. Listen to your intuition. Don't be afraid at the things that you are feeling are about to happen, or the things that you are sensing, you know, are like being shown to you so that you can, you know, properly navigate, so that you can gain a sense of balance in the situation. You know, it's giving you a sense of having control. It's giving you a sense of having options here, even within you being the car that the universe is driving. It's like, yeah, I'm driving you, but it's like, you know, we are going to be doing this together, you know? I'm going to be making these choices for you, with you. You know what I mean? That's what it wants you to know. The Knight of Rods is here. It's saying that you're getting away from like this way that was just kind of like maybe fast, furious, maybe out of control, or maybe there was just no sense of grounded stability here. Maybe there was no sense of direction in the past, right? Or maybe you decided to go in a new direction in the past, or maybe you felt like there was no direction to go in and then you started to go in a direction. So there is movement here. Even with the High Priestess, there is movement. Even with the Queen of Rods, there is movement here. You know what I mean? So something is transforming, something is, but you have to accept the truth about something that you intuitively knew, right? Okay? Don't ignore how you feel, Gemini. You see what I mean? Don't ignore how you feel, because the feeling, okay, is the navigation system, the GPS, actually giving you the cue for what's coming next. And if you ignore it, you're gonna miss the exit. Right. Six of Wands. This is interesting. Okay, let's get into this. This is talking about making those necessary compromises so that you can get to the next step, right? Sometimes the opportunities that come to us because we were willing to compromise. Healthy compromises, though. Not the ones that are going to keep us held back. You know, so this is saying that this compromise isn't going to hold you back, you know? Sometimes we do have to be critical of ourselves. We do have to analyze ourselves, and we have to make the certain adjustments or the compromise within ourselves. You know, we have to compromise for ourselves, right? You know, maybe your expectations were too high. Or maybe you just wanted to get to this step when, you know, the High Priestess wanted you to go through the steps so that you can appreciate each level. Right? The High Priestess says, appreciate the levels, honey. Levels, 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 levels. Appreciate the level. I'm levitating. Okay. Right? And the Six of Wands is also talking about, okay, realizing how your loyalty to something might have been holding you back, or your loyalty to your ego, or the loyalty to the sense of pride that you took in something that maybe you were doing or you create. You know what I mean? It's kind of like reimagine. Right? Yeah, definitely talking about reimagining something. With the Five of Cups being in your moon position, this is definitely connected to this. This got some run on it, you know. This is, I mean, something is never going to be the same. Or you feel like something is never going to be the same because this is your moon position, and this is not necessarily anything that anybody can see, and it's not anything that is happening outside of you. So this is what you feel like. You know? And you're almost kind of like ruminating in this negative sense of this negative feeling, what am I saying? And it's a negative sense of self too, basically, because it's kind of like self-destructive emotions, right? The Lord of Loss and Pleasure. You are like, you wanted something to be a certain way because it's fixed. for you, because it's Mars and it's Scorpio. This could be the disappointment that you have in not being enough, or not feeling like you are enough for a particular place, station, person, group. It's not necessarily disrespect, but this is like you don't feel seen by something. You know? It is not about whether or not you're being accepted by the thing that you want. Do you respect yourself enough to know that the thing that you want does not necessarily want you, or is not what's best for you? It's almost kind of like, it's like a lost cause. You know? But it serves a purpose. And also, it wants you to know that what you thought was what you needed or what you wanted was not necessarily the only thing that, you know, you could have, or you could be, or that you could do. You know? This is about the status quo. This is about meeting some expectation that society has placed, you know, a badge on. It's relationships. You know, it's like, oh, well, this doesn't make me feel like I have the position in the world or in life that I want. Get over that. You know? Mars and Scorpio, definitely a transformation within yourself that you're going through. And you are going to have to allow something within yourself to no longer be. Don't put the emotional value into it, because, you know, you could be wasting your emotional energy on something that isn't even worth it. Period. Strength over the High Priestess? What? We didn't even know that. We didn't even see it. But now we do. And we are realizing that you are going to need to exercise this strength, this flexibility, this stamina, this endurance. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. You better work with this 5 of Cups being Scorpio and this Strength card being an 8. I told you Pluto was just all up in here. It's showing you ways that you are not more powerful than... And it's just saying, like, you know, a humbling experience, that's all. We know we ain't the most powerful thing, right? We know that. But we need to feel like we are, you know, we are a part of the thing that is the most powerful. You know, we are a product of the most powerful. And that's in any way that you can perceive that, what I just said. You know? Because really, at the end of the day, I think, is it stoicism, right? Knowing that everything has an ending, an endpoint, makes you not put so much emphasis and stress on the things that are temporary, which is everything. You know, the Strength card is being patient with things that, with people, with places, with people and animals, with things that aren't as powerful as you are. You know, it is the animal instinct, the beast that lives within. Can we control that? You know? Are you using your power for good, or are you using it for not good? You know? Eight of Wands. Didn't we see that at the bottom of the deck for you, or was that with Taurus? But this is definitely like messages coming in. This is Mercury and Sagittarius. This is movement. This is, you know, what did feel like it was stagnant, or like it was fixed, or like it was stuck, or like it was not going to go anywhere, is now. And I love it because the Strength card is supporting the Eight of Wands here. You know, it's great. And it is like the power of the mind too. The Strength card is connected to the power of the mind. And when we don't allow our weaknesses to get the best of us, we are realizing in that moment the power of our own mind, you know? Strength of character. That's what the challenge in the immediate influence is. The strength of character. Okay? Is being tested. My God. Betcha by golly, wow. And then we got this Eight of Wands here, and I'm using the stop. This is Mercury being in its 7th house. 180 shift, right? The energy is moving. And also, these are like expansive relationships, you know, that get us places, right? Lead us to the next opportunity. Information that leads us to the next opportunity. And this is from a relationship that is a beneficial one, you know, and it's quick too. Bam. So it's something like, oh my God, I didn't realize that. Really? Oh my gosh. So where, when, how, what? I just have to do this. Oh my God, is that person someone who built your website? You know, all of that kind of stuff, right? Oh, a makeup artist? Wait, give me the number. You know, so it's like networking as well here. And not being afraid to share information that helps other people. Come on now. Page of Rods at the top. This is the energy of being tempted to do something childish. I was going to say like childlike or like fun, but I was led to say childish. Being tempted to do something childish, but then again, the Queen of Rods is here at the bottom of the deck, which is 2 points past the page. And you have the Knight of Rods here in the past. So this is saying that you learned some lesson, okay? And the Page of Rods is like, that's how things are coming off or are seeming, you know. That's at first glance. That's that, because this is the ascendant spread. So we're at that point right now. And this is talking about like something might look childish or might seem childish, or something might seem naive, or someone might seem naive, you know, at first glance, but they're really not. You know what I mean? And this is saying like, don't you be naive and don't you be gullible with this Page of Rods here as well, right? And this is also connected to like, if you're tempted to try to be like, I don't know, petty or childish or something like that, don't do it. Because this Five of Cups in this Moon position could indicate that that is something that might, you know, it might be worthwhile, but no, it's not, you know. But, you know, I feel like You are learning and you are growing, you are understanding and you are moving forward, okay? And you are being led by a greater force that lives, you know, within you, but also is directed from another realm. It's when you realize your humanity. It's when you realize your vibration, you know, and you are recalibrating, fine-tuning, you know, it's like when you tune an instrument, right? That's meditation, the high priestess. That's the sudden realizations, right? Yeah. Anyway. A lot of fire energy here. But we got to control that fire. And that's what the Eight of Wands is talking about too. Don't use all of the energy up at one time. Don't come guns blazing all at one time, you know. And if people come at you guns blazing like that, and I mean that metaphorically, make sure that you have a sense of control and strength about you, your mind, because, you know, this is saying it might even come in the future where somebody tries to be like, da, 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 and you're like, nope, I'm doing everything within me to hold it together. Even though I am tempted to give it to you, you know, and not really care that I just gave it to you like that and be able to move on very quickly, right? But the Queen of Rods is at the bagato, baguettes, bagato. Where y'all at? Okay. Fancy schmancy. But this is saying you're definitely going to rise above. Stop. It's saying that you're going to rise above that temptation. Gemini, I'm leaving you alone because y'all, I was wondering when the music was gonna start. The cat over here, look, that was crazy. Bye.